Hello, welcome back to the workshop. Today we're going to be on with some transoms. Well, a transom because it's a multiple day job. So I'll show you one that I've already done. So we're going to make one of these guys. So as you can see, it's got an OG, or also known as a cyma recta. Cyma recta being cavetto at the bottom, ovalo at the top, and a cyma reverse is the other way around. Then we got a cavetto mould that runs across the other side as well. So we've got to work pretty much every face of this because it has this protruding section here. It means this whole face here needs to be cut back. The same thing on here because we've got this protruding moulding here, so this whole face needs to be cut back. And then also the stallings are raised by half an inch, 12 mil, so we have to work all this in as well. So there's quite a lot of work involved in this. So yeah, that's what we're making. I don't have a drawing of the entire job because I've just been asked to do these transoms. So I've just been given the individual drawings for these stones, which I'll show you now. So this is the drawing that I've been given. It's got all the information I need. I've got a nice front elevation and back elevation drawing with all my dimensions on there, and then I've been given full-size sections for the stallings for the mullions and jambs. So what's a transom, I hear you say? So a transom is when you have a window that looks something like that. The vertical freestanding parts are called a mullion. The bits on the outside are called a jamb. The bit on the top is called a head. The bit on the bottom is called a sill. But if you've got a horizontal part that's free, like glass on either side, that is called a transom. And that's what we're making. So this is the jamb section. I've already made a template for that. This is one of the stallings for the mullions, which is the mullion that actually bridges the two stones between the center transom and the left hand or right hand transom. Anyway, over here, I have the stone that I've got on my banker. There are a few little snips and stuff in it, like this. So I need to make sure, whichever way I orientate it, I'm going to be getting those snips out. Sometimes that does take a bit of head scratching, but it always happens when you get stone from a quarry or from a stone supplier. Things get damaged unintentionally, but things do just get damaged. You do end up with the odd corner off, you know, like this, and you've just got to use your brain in order to try and orientate it to keep that out. So yeah, I've got this snip off here, this corner. That edge isn't too bad. Once that's penciled, that'll be okay. So what I'm going to do is orientate it so this end has that jamb section on it. This end has this section on it that way around. So we'll be cutting that out. And there's also a few snips on the face here, but that will be getting cut out as well. So it's markup time, which is a lot of head scratching, but this is the most important part out of the whole deal. There we have it. We've got the jamb at this end, the central mullion, joint mullion. This measurement from this point here to this point here is the key measurement here. Then the width of the stalling, key measurement, and then the width of the opening, key measurement. Any slight deviation, this stone's actually 3 mil full, and right now that means that I've got 3 mil on the end here that's going to need trimming off, but we'll do that right at the very end. Now, first thing to do is basically get rid of all this all the way along here, but not chopping that off. hope this makes sense. So it goes up and then along and then down. So I've got one face marked on now. So now I'm gonna flip it over and cut this section out. I'm gonna cut that section out on the tops on one side. Then I work the OG mould. Actually, I'll probably do it on the other side. I don't really know. I haven't got a plan. I'm kind of making it up as I go along. Which isn't really the way you're supposed to do it. But I have just done one, so it's all good. Need to get rid of this chap now. That little 6mm by 40mm or whatever it is. That needs to come out all the way along. Here we have, this is where we're at. So we've got to do this OG now. I call it an OG because that's what that shape is. If something is like that, that's an OG. It's essentially that S shape. The way we form an OG is just the same way as we form any shape within the stonemasonry world. We put a little chamfer on there. Like that. Pick up that point there. And once we've worked that chamfer, then we just continue that cavetto line, and that gives us a line to put there. Then we work that cavetto out, and then we just got two little chamfers to do here, and then tool it over. So now I can trammel this point here. I can trammel that point down there, and then all the way along here. And then it will come out like here, and then I can draw that chamfer line on there. Right, I think we're going to leave it here for today. If you could like, subscribe, comment, fantastic. Share with your friends and all that jazz. That'd be wonderful. So this is going to be a two-parter. So I'm going to have another one coming out next week, which is just going to do the moulding on the backside. So we've done the OG this time. We're going to do the Cavato next time. Check it out.